I was in law school at the time, and I was studying abroad in Spain, and I met Wellington. He lived in Barcelona. We got married and then moved back to San Antonio to start a family. I am a 5th grade math teacher.
I am a systems administrator for IDEA. I participated of the child nutrition program, so we pretty much feed the kids.
We always knew we wanted children, and there are so many children already who need a home. They're children and they're innocent. They deserve a safe environment. Knowing that we could do that, I think was almost like a calling. For me, it is probably one of the biggest blessings and biggest privileges. I would say the training for fostering is not intensive, it's very comprehensive. We have gone through a lot of training on trauma, recognizing triggers within children, recognizing how to interact based upon certain behaviors, how to de-escalate situations, fire safety, CPR, pool and water safety. It is extremely useful and helpful, and you have a vast amount of support the entire time to help you. Barriers that most people might see that would prevent them from fostering are financial, but the state provides so many resources. Financial benefit through a form of a monthly stipend. You have health care, which is huge. You don't need a big home. You don't really even need a large bedroom. Really all that you need, in my opinion, to foster is you need to have a willingness to care for a child in need, to be compassionate, being understanding that what your life experiences may be different from the children that you're fostering, and to meet them where they are. It's not always easy, but it is always rewarding. The issue that comes up the most, and what I feel people ask about the most is, yes, I want to help children and I would love to foster, I'm able to, but I don't know, it would be so hard because I would get so attached and I just couldn't say goodbye, and that's too hard. It is true, it is very hard to say goodbye. Whether a child you are blessed to have in your home for a few days, a few weeks, months.
Once you get the trust, they pretty much start to open up and love you, and then yes, to say goodbye, it's very, very difficult.
It is hard, but knowing the greater good of what you're doing, knowing that whether or not that child remembers you, whether or not you feel like, oh, did I make a difference? Absolutely, you've made a huge difference, whether it be getting caught up on the medical needs of a child, whether it be the educational needs, or just providing love, support, encouragement, just basic human interaction. I mean, there just aren't words to describe how it feels. It's not as scary as you think. Once you have begun, be aware, because it can be addictive, and when you see how you're able to help others, it is then hard to say no, and you think you're going to foster one child, and then you have 5.
Learn more about becoming a foster parent and the community-based care network of foster agencies at FamilyTapestry.org.